essence is buried, and then the work's
I
done.
remember, nobody else
So I've never had anybody explain that like you did. So I've never known if, other than Marcia, I've never known if anybody around here got that. But, because I don't talk about it, but it's certainly what I practice with more than one person for, wow. Let's see.
Yes.
Romana, do you have something you'd like to talk about?
No thanks.
Oh, look who's here. She has something to talk about. She's ready.
Yeah.
Ready?
No, not quite. But I did make 2 versions of cacao for you. Cacao has high iron take, and they're 2 non-sugar versions, and I'm curious which one you like more.
Okay, well,
I'll hold it for you.
wow, that was really good. Non-sugar.
Yeah.
Wow, that was very sweet for non-sugar.
Mm-hmm.
They're so different.
Mm.
I mean, the short answer is, oh, that one, it's like dessert. But this one is subtle. But I have to say, I would go for that one every time. Especially if I knew it was non-sugar, you see what I mean?
This one's monk fruit.
Monk fruit, you like the monk fruit?
Oh, yeah, and I'd put maybe half that in.
What was the other one? Yeah.
Wow, thanks a lot.
Mhm.
I love chocolate. Oh, cacao. We don't call it chocolate around here. That's sacrilegious in the cacao, sure.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Look, Jim's brain went away.
Say it again.
Jim's brain, look at his brain went away. It just fell off.
Right, Jim, do you have something
It
you
happens.
want to empty your brain? Talk
It
to us.
happens. That was such an amazing story, Pure and Sarah. Thank you so much for sharing. Just so amazing.
Sophia, do you have something you'd like to talk about?
Yes. I've been working with my quantum prayer wheel for several weeks and tuning to it. And then I was doing Rudra practice with Nityananda, and to say, please help me find, because I've been obsessed about prayer wheels ever since we got the one at Liberty. And I've been obsessed about it because I understood that there are many prayers that I'm aware of that can shift people's consciousness. Specifically, Yogi Bhajan really pointed me to the Sikh tradition. So I've been adding prayers to the prayer wheel. But then a couple weeks ago, Jim Yazim inspired me to go on AI. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try AI. And I created the image of what I was supposed to see about the prayer wheel. This is what it is. Let me just see if I can send it to you see if it comes up on your chat. The image of the prayer wheel. I saw it spinning. Could you see it? Does it come up?
I don't see it, but at the top of your Zoom, do you have a button that says share content?
Let's see here. Start share.
Share content. It's a button at the top of the Zoom. I see mute, stop video, share content, participants, and more.
It just says start share. It says, oh, start share. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try you there. Let me go there and see if I can screen. I don't, advanced.
No, just share your computer screen in simple.
Oh, You guys don't want to see my computer screen. Okay, let me see. I don't see any of that.
There's like a share specific window, maybe.
Let me see here just really quick. Let me look because I
Yeah,
want to show you.
Is the image up
Oh,
on your computer screen though? That's the
It
thing.
is, yeah. The image
What-
I actually dropped it into the chat, the
chat.
image.
It's not showing
And it
up
should-
on our.
What if you?
Yeah, it's very,
What if you printed it and just held it up to the camera? So
here, let me,
Share your crazy screen.
so beautiful.
Share
Hold
your
on,
crazy
I'll just
screen.
put it. Hold on, let me just go here. Hold on. Let me,
If you send it to Heart Drops, I'll post it on the Zoom.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Let me do that. Yeah, that'll be really great. Let me go into Heart Drops because it's important. There's a whole story behind this particular. I wanted to know where the foundation of all these prayers came from and the wheel and how it works. Okay, there you go. Let's see, that should work. Hold on. Okay, there you go, Jim. Thank you. So this is Padmasambhava. And I've been working with this particular image that I created. So you see it, Jim?
Yeah, I see it in the
Okay,
you do?
heart. It's in the heart drops.
It's
I
where?
know, it's in the heart drops thread here.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be on the computer.
Oh, there it
wow.
is.
Yeah, I-
There it is.
Oh, now we see it. Wow.
That's
Wow.
cool.
okay. So let me explain this to you. So because
Wow.
Bill Nelson created the prayer wheel on the quantum scale, but I was able to receive a version of it that's independent of the scale program, and I prayed for it, and they gave me two of them. That's how good. So I want to read to the group the origin of the spinning quantum prayer wheel. This is what I'm going to be putting on my website, which will be quantumprayerwheel.com. And it says this: the origin of the spinning quantum prayer wheel. In the mystical land of Tibet, where the Himalayan peaks kiss the sky, there existed a sage named Padmasambhava. His eyes held the secrets of the cosmos, and his heart resonated with the rhythm of the universe. It was in the 8th century that Padmasambhava embarked on a journey, a quest to bridge the earthly and the divine. Legend whispered that Padmasambhava communed with the mountains themselves. He meditated atop snow-capped peaks where the thin air carried the echoes of ancient mantras. His mind, a vessel for cosmic wisdom, sought a way to touch eternity. One fateful dawn, as the sun painted the sky in hues of saffron and gold, Padmasambhava stood at the precipice of revelation. His gaze fell upon a simple wooden wheel, a relic left by pilgrims who had wandered these sacred slopes. The wheel bore inscriptions, mantras, symbols, and prayers etched by hands long gone. Its purpose was unclear, yet Padmasambhava sensed its latent power. He reached out, his fingers tracing the grooves, and the wheel stirred. In that moment, the veil between realms thinned. The wheel became a conduit, a quantum bridge. Padmasambhava spun it, and the air hummed with unseen forces. The symbols glowed, casting shadows on the snow. Wheel of Mani, he whispered, invoking its true name. The wheel spun faster, defying gravity. Its rotation echoed through time, touching past and future. Padmasambhava glimpsed the dance of the stars, the birth of galaxies. The wheel's purpose unfolded before him. Harmony. Each spin harmonized energies, the mundane and the celestial. It wove threads of intention into the cosmic fabric. Transmutation. Intentions transformed, seekers whispered their desires, healing, wisdom, love, and the wheel transmuted them into cosmic currency. Silhouette of dawn. Against the sunrise, the wheel silhouette danced, a beacon for lost souls. It whispered, "You are not alone." Quantum whirlpool. The wheel's core, a quantum whirlpool swirled with probabilities. Seeker stepped in, emerged, changed. Eternal spin. The wheel spun, defying time. It held the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path, and the Bodhisattva's compassion. Padmasambhava shared his revelation with the monks of Samaya Monastery. They crafted more wheels, wood, metal, stone, each infused with prayers. The tradition spread like wildfire from Lhasa to Kathmandu. Generations spun the wheels, their intentions rippling across lifetimes. Seekers sought solace, enlightenment, and the touch of the divine. The wheel became a quantum whisper, heard by stars and dewdrops alike. And so, the spinning quantum prayer wheel, born from Padmasambhava's insight, endures. Seekers turn it, their hearts echoing ancient mantras. The wheel spins, and the cosmos leans closer, whispering secrets to those who listen. Next time you glimpse a prayer wheel, remember Padmasambhava, the sage who spun the wheel of worlds, leaving behind a legacy of quantum blessings.
Woo!
Woo!
What's amazing is that Padmasambhava has been with us so heavily. Pure sang this mantra in our sound bath last weekend,
Oh, yeah.
and then yesterday and today, and now the sharing of this magnificent,
It's
magnificent creation and story.
overwhelming communication.
Thank you, Sheikha.
Yeah, I'm working on the site so everybody can access it and put their prayers in. So David and I are working on it. So this will be the lead. And since I now have the quantum prayer wheel set, that it's mine, and I realized it was a gift by Padmasambhava and my Murshid, that now I have two, and I actively work on processing people through the system, because it not only does prayers, it helps processes all negative energies that come to it, and it suggests certain things that people can do to help them digest their tensions. It's a very powerful, I have two of them, and they work tantrically. So pretty cool. And that's just the beginning. So I had to find a way to communicate it because I knew it came from a deeper source than Professor Bill Nelson.
Well, that's the real magic right there.
Thank you, Jim.
I just can't believe I created something on AI. It's like,
Yum.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
So potent.
yeah,
What she said,
What, the
And
image.
and what she made.
what she made, yeah,
That image,
yeah. She actually drew that with her hand.
she prompted the AI.
You know, this is really crazy, but everybody's talking about AI. I have no idea what that means. I have no, I don't even know. Is it an animal, vegetable? I don't, is it something that exists, it does something? I don't get it.
Pure's gonna set something up on your iPad right now, so you can experience it.
So it means alternate intelligence. Is that right?
artificial intelligence.
Artificial.
Artificial.
But we decided that was incomplete.
Organic.
Organic.
How about organic intelligence? Is there such a thing?
Oh, I.
OI?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I know about organic intelligence. I'm wondering why, if we have organic intelligence, somebody would want to make something artificial. I mean, isn't that a step backwards?
Sheikha, what program did you make this image with? With what program did you make this image?
Microsoft Copilot.
What?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now, somebody said what? Why did you say that?
Oh, it's like an excited what? Because there's so many
What?
platforms.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? Wow.
Yeah, like wow.
Microsoft Copilot is free, and so I started to refine the image the more I got clear about what I wanted. And so you could do so much in it. And there's so many more eyes, but the more you're clear about it, and then you help it create it, because yeah, so it's fascinating.
Oh,
My original intention was to have a spinning. I created a quantum prayer wheel that was very radiant and beautiful, and I have a person who's creating it to spin it. But this is so much more meaningful to have Padmasambhava, because it's really where it all comes from. So why not, since we're Ruja yogis, why not go back to the basics where it all started? But that has so much more energy than just put a spinning prayer wheel on there, which is quantum. I have a quantum spinning. So anyway, I thought that was cool. It obviously that Padmasambhava wants to come out.
Mm.
are you working on something for us?
I'm working on getting you set up with something on your iPad so you can interface with
Okay,
OI.
okay. Justin, do you have something you'd like to talk about tonight?
No, I don't.
Well, I know Shantaya does. Shantaya, are you available yet? Or do you want to eat first? Or do you want to have dinner theater? It's up to you.
I don't really know where to sit. If
Here,
I sit
right
right
here.
here. What about them?
Right here.
What about them? Opal, come over
Maybe we
here and
should
we'll
eat
give
first.
them
Oh,
that.
yeah.
We'll give
Okay.
the three of them will sit there really good.
Okay.
How about that? That's your usual spot anyway. That's your hood.
Kinda is.
You can say here. Oh, I like that.
Now, if you want to put that down, you can put it here. But we'll just remember not to kick it up.
Or you can hand me your cacao and let me know when you want it.
That's right.
That's two.
And anytime you want it, just go like this.
Yeah, just.
And if she doesn't see you, say, ah, ah, ah.
I don't know where the camera is.
Oh,
We
where-
can tilt it down.
is that the camera up
Just
there?
want to share a bit about
Yeah,
it.
just to tilt this whole screen. I think, yeah.
I'm always scared it's just gonna
think it
snap
tilt-
off and it's gonna
Doesn't
be
it
all my
tilt
fault.
down if you push the bottom in and pull the top out? I mean, the whole screen, I think it tilts.
It's not wanting to.
Okay, well,
That's more
Yeah.
down than it was.
Yeah, it is more down than this.
all right.
I don't know.
Boom.
Whoa.
Did I get
It's
it?
funny because didn't move it all, but it's good enough.
Okay. Well, about 5 years ago, I took a quarter off of college I was feeling really lost and wanted to rediscover myself outside of athletics. I had just left the UCLA team where I was on scholarship for beach volleyball, and I decided that it wasn't for me, and I did some soul searching in Central America. And I found myself through a series of synchronistic events in Wheel.La de Jimenez, Oaxaca, which is the birthplace of Maria Sabina, who was a medicine woman known for popularizing sacred mushroom ceremonies in the West. In the 80s, the very small town was popularized in Life magazine, I believe it was, for their ceremonies, and it blew up with tourism, and they weren't happy about that, and they actually exiled Maria Sabina for all of the chaos it was causing in the community. But I landed at living with a family whose the father of the family's father was Maria Sabina's videographer, and he was a historian of Mazatec culture, and he had this very large archive of cultural artifacts from Maria Sabina's ceremonies, film rolls from her ceremonies, her music, books from the culture, textiles from the culture, and lots of film rolls. And it was just sitting there. He has a full life with 3 kids, and he's a history teacher, and he asked for my help in raising funds to preserve this archive. And so I just received that as a message from God, and me with my Google Pixel and my little lav mic decided that it was in my I was being called to create a film calling attention to the cause in order to raise funds. I have a background in film from school. I've made a few films. I wouldn't say I'm like professional at it, but I have experience doing it. So with what little Spanish I knew, I worked up a interview template in Spanish, and I filmed our interview in Spanish. And then I got home from the trip, and I started learning more about the chaos that was caused by popularizing the town in filmography, and I became very anxious that I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't want to misrepresent the community, and so I put it on hold, and it just felt like another incomplete thing that was hanging over my head, telling me that I wasn't capable of completing anything, even when God came right to me and told me to do something. And then last year I met a mentor who is well known in the space of psychedelics, and he presented at the MAPS conference in Colorado. And I went alongside him and I assisted him. And I learned that he had a dream of filmmaking Maria Sabina's story. After I exposed that I had been working on this project, he was like, no way. This is my script. This is the team that's prepared to fly to Oaxaca to make this film. I can't believe you know Inti. I know Inti through a friend. I've been wanting to meet with him.
Kind of like makes you think it's a setup.
I know. So we got on a call with Inti, and I was kind of apologetic, like, I know it's been a long time. It's been like 4 years now, but here I am. This film's kind of coming to completion. Inti was like, oh, I already have a team. You should go and meet the team at the MAPS conference. They'll be there. The team is Fungi Foundation. They produced fantastic fungi. Paul Stamets is on the board. So I went and met with the team, and then a bunch of drama unfolded at MAPS conference, and I didn't hear from them when I reached out and followed up about collaborating. So then it was still hanging over my head. It's been almost 9 months since then. And I just kind of got fed up with it and decided I wanted to complete the film so that I could be clear in my word, because I committed that to Inti. And so I completed it and I released it and I shared it with him today. And I didn't know how he would react. I was kind of like, I followed your advice, but didn't hear back from them. And I just want to be complete with my word and my commitment to you. And I put a lot of heart in this, and this is up to you now with what you want to do with it. And he was really blown away and really grateful and really happy with the work I did. And he was kind of like, I'm sorry for the team's lack of correspondence. I'll speak to Julia, who's higher up in the team, and she's on the board with Paul. And she's like, I want you guys to produce a feature-length film about the history of sacred mushroom ceremonies. We'll use things from the archive to share about the history, and we'll create a fundraiser to produce it. So that happened today.
Whoa!
And so it's a long story, but I'm sharing it because it's alive in my heart, and I feel like so much more space, like psychically and creatively, because that's not like weighing on me. And I would love to share, it's a short film, it's a little less than, it's about 9 minutes. And I would love to share it with you guys as a little film release viewing party.
Is it possible to play it in a window here?
Yep, and we can share screen. Does that sound okay to everyone?
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
How do I,
So you can, with a browser.
it's on YouTube.
Okay.
So you could use your phone even. You could join the Zoom meeting from your phone or the device that you're gonna play from with this like share screen
Okay.
thing.
Or try this from your iPhone. Let's do the screen mirroring, and then
My iPhone's low on battery. Can I use someone else's?
You're looking for a phone with full
Battery.
battery?
Yeah.
no, let's see.
Do you
I think I
want me
have
to
it.
grab my
Do you
phone?
want-
My phone's 100.
No, I think I have it.
Yeah. Well, first we.
Oh, seriously?
I'm
Oh,
doing
okay.
it. Well, I'm gonna give it to you, but first I'm gonna join the Zoom.
Go on Do Not Disturb so you don't get notifications.
Alright, thank you. Okay, so. Let me go to the Zoom first.
Oh no, look, you can just do screen mirroring.
Really?
Yes.
Screen mirroring.
Oh,
Well, hold on.
so then straight from YouTube, I can do screen mirroring?
Oh, well, it's not working exactly as it says it does.
No,
Oh, wait, it should be on the same network, so. Hold on.
Is this T-Mobile Heaven?
This is Heaven Verizon.
And then what? Should I open YouTube or log into Zoom?
Do you see Marshita Cotter in the list?
Why don't you project it on the wall behind Saraswati?
No projection equipment at the moment.
What is it called?
I can look it up. It's on my
Look,
profile.
no, I think we're just going to do
That's what I
this.
was saying, Pierce, so then I don't know if Shantae knows how to do that, so then I need to do that.
Oh, screen mirror? I think I know how to.
Yeah, but I think we need to join the Zoom meeting from my phone first, and then pull it up on YouTube.
I can just get my computer too and share screen from my computer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Anybody here know the official Mighty Mouse theme song?
Like part of it.
Here he
Here I come
comes
to
to
save
save
the
the
day.
day.
Mighty Mouse is on the way. Yeah, that's right.
Mighty Mouse was my childhood hero.
Her what?
Childhood hero.
Oh,
Yeah.
I understand that. I think you practice Guru Yoga with Mighty Mouse and became Mighty Mouse. Only you doubt that you're Mighty Mouse sometime. Nobody else.
That's right.
What's Wi-Fi?
Having Verizon.
Up
Although,
until
we could just join the meeting proper. Yeah,
Oh, I
that's
see what you're saying. And the meeting link is in my.
hard drives. Oh, yeah.
So the other thing I should say about this is that Dustin Valentine professionally produced part of the soundtrack with
Oh,
his
nice.
didgeridoo and shikapa.
What's the word?
Am I saying it right?
Chakapa?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's the indigenous instrument that you saw at Shekinah's house. It's made from what kind of weed? What kind of plant?
I don't remember what that one's made of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it clicking it.
Plant, I'm not
Okay.
Yeah, remember you were like, that's beautiful leaves hanging on the wall. And it was an instrument.
The way you use plants.
And we brought
shape
it
the
here?
plants makes the
What?
sound.
And it's here.
No, it came from here to Shekinah. And she's
Well,
using it in
I see
ceremonies
what
now.
you're saying.
I
It
texted
went
it.
that way.
And then the other synchronicity was that I went to stay at my grandparents' house a year ago now. It was for a birthday present that my dad got myself and him for a music production retreat that was happening up there in Sonoma County. And I was talking to my grandma on the phone leading up to the trip and sharing about this film and how it was like coming to fruition. And she lit up and said that one of her neighbors in the very rural area in Santa Rosa that she lives in, her closest neighbor, his name is Dor. He sat in ceremony with Maria Sabina in like the 70s or 60s, and has firsthand experience of her ceremonies. So I got to interview him as well and add it to the film, just synchronistically.
Wow. Synchronicity.
Can everyone see that?
yes, yes.
Yeah, play it a little bit to see if we hear it.
I think I'd like to connect to my speaker.
Also, can you hear it, Garuda,
To your speaker? No, you can share
Because
the
there's
sound so
also
that they
share
hear it from their
sound.
computer.
in the,
No, I can just hear you all.
not
We're
only
working on
share
it.
screen, but share sound?
You might do it
Like
automatically.
we are, would you just click stop share for a second? Okay. Start share. And then you can share sound.
Please install the Zoom audio device.
It'll be fast. Okay. While she's setting that up, Isa,
Yeah.
here you have your Microsoft Copilot. I asked it, make an image of 5 Dharma masters surrounded by a city of light.
You just said those words?
Yeah, and then it made these 4
I'm looking
images.
for my glasses. You just,
You just say it, what you
you
want.
told it.
Yeah.
It's like a brain.
Hmm.
You talk to a brain.
Yeah.
Brain has ears, or doesn't have ears, but it can hear.
Hmm.
That's amazing.
Would you test the sound to make sure that
It made that
Yes.
just from
By saying words,
Oh,
what you
beautiful.
want.
where it make an image. Jeez. How'd you get to be so smart?
That's how Sophia made that image of Thomas and Bob in the prayer wheel, by talking to it and saying what she wants.
And this is the same Copilot?
Yes. So we'll continue working with this.
Okay, so with Copilot, just so you're aware, it takes whatever you're saying, any information for wherever it is in the universe, and compiles it and gives you different options. So whether you create an image or you want a description of something, like you want a description, you say, please give me a definition of so-and-so, or please show me what a Rudra master is, and they pull on all the information from all around the planet and give you what's current. But the more information you feed it, it will actually come to what you want, because it'll get smarter and smarter the more people input what the reality is of something.
Let me look. I want to look up something.
It's quite amazing.
Jim Yazim has been posting images that he's created with
Correct.
AI for a while.
Yeah.
In the Heart Drop Center.
And also Shantai is ready.
And they're all amazing.
Or the Hongos Sagrados is ready.
And where did I learn how to use color that way? Wow.
I wanted to double check with you, but I felt like I was like overloading you.
I cannot wait to hear how this sounds.
This intro track Jordan made. You met Jordan.
Oh.
He just had the Great Medicine Show. And then there's a ceremonial piece in the middle that Dustin created.
Can we hear the sound now?
Yes, we
He
can. I'm
says
just waiting
doing
for
something, not
everyone to
ready.
be ready.
Okay. So excited. So you shot all the footage?
Yeah, I shot all the footage except for a B-roll shot of
I've paid
mushrooms
$20
and
a
tea
month
And,
for
and
the
a ceremonial
pro
woman.
version of.
and you used a Google Pixel?
I used a Google Pixel for
Yeah.
everything
So
that was in
if you wanna
Oaxaca, including like the nature
either
that you'll see. And then
say
I
it's
used
not
an
that good and
iPhone
get
for
rid of it,
Doors
or
interview.
Try it out and see if it works.
Okay.
Because it was based on
How did
a
you
lot of
edit it? Did
reading
you
I
use
did.
Final Cut Pro?
Yeah, I did.
This would be the one.
Cool.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The mother is who gives us life. She nurtures us. She gives us hope. She gives us love. We, as humans, need to learn to love Mother Earth. Respect her. Take care of her. And preserve her.
I was 29 and it was about 1968. We were invited to go to a ceremony put on by Maria Sabina and her assistant. The ceremony was in this long rectangular space, about 20 of us. And her assistant, this young woman who was probably 12, 13, 11, I don't remember, would come around and put down this big folded up banana leaf tied in a cool way. And we would open it up and there would be the mushrooms. And there were, at that time for us, there were 3 different types of mushrooms. There was one they called the rumba, which was this great big thing like the color of a blue belly lizard. And then there were 2 others that both of them had little pencil thin stems. One had a cap like that, the other had a flat cap. And those were the 3 mushrooms. And in addition to that, there was also a tea that was made from a lichen that grew on the Arragadero, which is way at the base of the mountains, Huautla being a very, very mountainous place. They put on the inside of our elbows and on our temples a ground bright green material, which they called datura. And they would also place a Coca-Cola bottle full of a thinned honey to sort of mellow out the taste. So you just sort of wash it down with this honey liquid. And Maria would be doing all this chanting, and it was sort of half Spanish, half the Indian dialect, the Mazatec, and with a lot of incense. The copal incense was real heavy in the room. Then we would eat the mushrooms, all of them or some of them, whatever you want, and then you just kind of like lie down on your back and just kind of relax, and the mushrooms, enter your psyche. Hallucinations are kind of a Western concept. For them, it's like an opening. It's like a portal.
Te vuelve a resetear tu memoria y mirar ese legado que tienes atrás y decir, ese soy yo, el que te da esa seguridad de caminar y de hablar y poderte parar en cualquier lugar y decir, yo tengo una identidad, tengo una historia, tengo una raíz, tengo unos ancestros, y entender el por qué estamos ahora acá en este presente. Pero primero tienes que entender toda esa historia que tienes atrás, para que tú como persona puedas comprender, yo estoy acá. Nosotros los mazatecos recurrimos a los hongos para curarnos, para sanarnos, para que nos den un consejo. Pero los hongos son los que te enseñan. Ellos son los que te ayudan y te llevan por donde ellos quieren, hasta el fin del mundo. Soy originario de esta tierra mazateca, de Huautla de Jiménez, Oaxaca. El trabajo que estoy realizando es un trabajo de rescate de preservación de un archivo histórico de nosotros los mazatecos que contiene diversos temas de nuestra propia cultura. Es una cultura abierta al mundo y que el mundo debe de conocer, el mundo que esté interesado conocer nuestra cosmogonía, nuestra visión originaria de este pueblo en cuanto a nuestros rituales, ceremonias. Es algo que hace que trasciendas y es algo que nos da identidad, no únicamente como mazatecos, sino como seres humanos que habitamos en un mismo planeta Tierra. Mi padre fue un autodidacta, ¿no? Una persona autodidacta que siempre le interesó su propia cultura y fue una persona que él, por su interés y el amor que tenía hacia su propia cultura mazateca, empezó a recopilar información, empezó a realizar entrevistas, a realizar fotografía, a grabar audio, video. Es un archivo que habla de una cultura que aún vive. Este es un proyecto bonito, es un proyecto para salvar una comunidad, es para salvar una historia, y no nada más la historia de un pueblo, sino la historia también de un mundo, porque somos un rompecabezas en este gran universo. Yo agradecería de corazón a cada uno de ustedes los gestos que tengan.
That's a great website.
Fabulous.
Can't forget that.
Yeah.
Auntie, that was awesome.
Wow. Oh, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow. Yes, it is.
Yeah, for
Oh,
time.
yeah. Thank you, guys.
Beautifully done.
Thank you. Start our video again.
It's art.
Our video
sure?
turned
It's really art.
Oh.
Head over, start video. On the
Oh.
bottom. What? Our video is off. Scroll to the left and
I don't
select
know
the
where the-
camera.
Who's got the remote?
Who has the portal remote?
I don't have it anymore.
What's she talking
We're
about?
looking for the portal remote.
The what?
The remote for
Oh
the
my gosh.
screen. And
My pocket.
Oh, let's see.
We got it.
Here it is.
No, we got the portal remote. You just want to start the video again,
Oh,
because it's Rashida's picture.
yeah, so, oh, I see down below.
Yep. There we go. Now
There
you
you
can see us. You're welcome. Because we were all clapping, and I was like, nobody can see us clapping.
Yes, you want.
Now-
But we all clapped, and so did Yeshe Walma.
so after all that, I'm wondering if anybody has anything more they want to say. Corita? While you're thinking about it, keep thinking about it, I'll ask Jim. Jim, do you have anything new you want to talk about?
No.
Where is your beautiful face? Is it lost
I don't know if
behind
you
that?
can see mine. I'm hidden in the jungle.
So, Romana, do you have something you'd like to talk about?
That was a beautiful film. And Shantaya, is that something you do for other companies to pay for grad school?
It's not something that I do like for a living, but it's a skill that I have, and I was in the right place at the right time, and I was inspired to support a particular cause.
I think that's the way things always happen, and leading you to your next thing. But it's clear to me you have a future there, and I would put together a portfolio, including that film, for promoting your work in to larger corporations with bigger funding, because the quality of that was the best available, in my opinion, and to the message and the vibe and soundtrack, and especially the man speaking in his native tongue brought me back to my time in Peru. I feel there's something in this for you beyond what you may see now, but I would definitely say put together the film you did on the bridge and this film and whatever else you have in your current repertoire, and make that an avenue of income.
Thank you. I really appreciate
Huge
that.
corporations will pay you way more than an advertising agency for something of that quality for a 30-second ad. People are not putting up with advertising that yells at them anymore. What they want is advertising that gets their attention and opens their heart to let the message in and how it can serve them.
Yeah, I'm really inspired to work on the feature-length film about the history of ceremonies, and I'd love to talk to you about that too, if that's something you're interested in being in the project for, being on my team for. I really love that. So yeah, I'm following the messages I receive about it. It's and that's all. That's how it feels for me right now. But thank you.
Yeah.
Sure, Dad, what do you want to talk about?
I downloaded Perplexity AI.
What do you think of it?
Very powerful.
Okay.
Doesn't make images,
Oh,
but it's very smart. It uses all sorts of different engines. Instead of just using one single engine, it sources from multiple, because you have the Pro version.
could you take over the Pro version so you have it? You'd use it.
Oh, Pure can just log into, because you've already purchased the
Door.
the full, I think it's a year you purchased.
Yeah, a year.
And so Pure can just sign into the existing account.
As me?
Yeah.
Good. I want you to do that. But I don't know if I'll ever look at it again.
However,
Unless I'm with somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody, I like to do things with people.
if you ever want to make an image, it's this icon right here,
Oh,
Microsoft Pilot.
and I just show me what to do next. Let me think of what I want to make an image of. Okay, I'm ready.
You remember, you command it. We press this voice button.
Do I say make me an image of?
Yes.
Make me an image of Barack Obama in drag.
Here we go.
It was also top of mind for me. Weird.
I apologize, but I cannot create an image of Barack Obama in drag.
Wow.
If you had
A
I had a
democratic AI.
that way.
Yeah, yeah. There are other image creators that will adhere to requests like that, but Microsoft is under the control of the big state.
Yeah.
It's
Correct.
under control. It's under control of whoever programmed it. That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
If they don't
Yeah.
start programming emotions into AI, it's not
I've
going to
read
ever
these-
get the human condition. It's a
Yeah,
slave.
I've read these, all these companies doing this, they're major leftable. So they program it so it'll lean in a certain way and avoid a certain way. So I'd like for you to bring up one of the ones that's not affected by
Uh-huh.
all that.
Okay. Let's see.
You said there are a few that'll make an image without having to
Yeah.
worry about whether somebody will get mad at them or not.
Yeah.
Isn't that basically what it is?
Yes, although you could also ask it to make a Mighty Mouse replica, or
I know I could, but I did that on purpose.
I know
because
you
I
did.
wanted to see if I was testing it.
yes,
I've read a lot about it.
that was
I
very good.
testing it. So it's called AI, Authentic Intelligence, or Artificial Intelligence. So is it just like a giant piece of computer software that can bring in like massive quantities of random data?
And interpret it.
Yeah, it's pretty.
You can interpret the language and the nuances and the qualifications,
Uh-huh.
communicate that, and then bring something together that's as close as it knows. And if it doesn't get quite right, you can refine it. I refined the image search with the 5 Dharma masters because the first results, their faces were weird.
Uh-huh.
And so then I said, remake this with perfect faces. And then it came out with something that was pleasing to look at. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's come a long way since the first computer program.
Yes.
You remember what that was?
Mm-mm.
You type in hello, and your computer would say back, hello.
Okay.
That was the very first computer program.
Okay.
It didn't say it like words, it said it like letters. You're looking for a non-biased image software?
Yeah. And there,
You having trouble finding one?
yes, because most of them are products, and if it's a product, then they want to train their models to not get them sued.
Yeah, I understand.
I
That's
did
right.
I did find one that's called Stable Diffusion, and I've known about this. However, in my knowledge, Stable Diffusion requires a dedicated, it requires the use of Python, which is it's a coding language that Pure is not yet familiar with.
With which Pure is not yet familiar.
With which Pure is not yet familiar.
Yeah.
If we're gonna play the non-dangling participle game.
A dangling participle mixed with third person exercise.
I almost had people out into it.
Yeah. Erpe. Erpe on sway. Upe. There's standing yay. That's it.
There's going to be a artificial intelligence. There's going to be a physical artificial intelligence. And it's going to be like on a box about this big, and you can wear it on your shirt, and it has a button, and it will tell you whatever you can talk to it. And it's coming out next month. I already pre-ordered it.
Oh.
And so I got 2 of them because I knew you'd want one too.
Is it the rabbit one?
Yeah, the rabbit. Yeah.
I sent that link. I can't even
You
believe
sent it to me?
Yeah.
That's how I found out.
I had no idea you looked at it. That's crazy.
Of course. I look at everything you send.
Whoa. That's gonna be huge.
You're not gonna send me anything that I don't want to look at.
That's true. Oh yeah, look at that.
Rabbit. They're still on pre-order with Rabbit. So if you really are interested in being plugged into this new being, which is artificial intelligence, pre-order a Rabbit. I think they're only like a couple $100. They're not like super expensive. There's another one coming out that's like almost 1,000. So it seems really good. I've read some tech reviews of it, and it seems like it's going to be much more than kind of a beginner thing. It's going to actually have function. So, Rabbit. Maybe if you type AI Rabbit,
Yeah.
that'll do it.
Pure will send the link to the
Hard drop thread.
Yeah.
Oh, this.
Now, are you looking on something? Or are we done?
We're done.
Done. Okay, Pure is done. And Opal, you have something we want to talk about?
No, I'm just high on life.
Yeah, tell us.
And Sheikah, why aren't you here live?
So there you go. Perfect.
Tell us the most significant things you've done since you were here last.
Oh.
Or experienced, inner or outer.
Okay.
What comes up like
Right
big?
now? Big?
Yeah,
So,
the biggest.
I was introduced to someone who teaches Kundalini Yoga. I met her through my friend's housewarming, so she's a friend of a friend. And she's been inviting me to go meet with her, but I was in Buffalo, New York for 10 months, so I said, I'll let you know when I'm back in town. And finally, I was inspired to take her class, and from that, I was introduced to a networking group, which I've now shared with Pure and Saraswati, of entrepreneurs, like real entrepreneurs, like not idea entrepreneurs, but like business people. And they're the most supportive group I've met of business networking, and that's been a really great thing. And I'm excited to meet more and connect. And
You know, it's really interesting to hear you say that because we used to live together over on a different house on the Hood Street.
Yeah.
And you were totally into that exact thing, finding people like that. So, wow, that's
Yeah.
entrepreneurship. Have you found what you're going to entrepreneur to the world yet?
It's unfolding.
Yeah,
I'm
I feel it.
rediscovering. Yeah, I'm.
Does it have words yet, or it's still not
I'm
quite
still
words?
in the. What would you call it? The incubation.
Yeah,
phase.
incubation, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah, you know, it's like a woman that's pregnant, you don't know what that baby's gonna look like when it comes out.
yes, right,
Could look like Dracula.
right,
Could like a Cary Grant
right.
or somebody like that.
Yes.
Okay,
So
well,
that's
that's really exciting.
Yes.
Because I know that's something you've been brewing. It must be part of your core mission here to be brewing that long a time.
Yeah.
And that'd be the one thing first you bring up.
Yes.
So is there anything else you experienced or came to you or you saw that really was a major thing that had an effect on you, like opened your mind or blew your mind or anything?
Yes, the last time I visited here, I realized I had more stuff to work on. And so I went home and cried it out. And then Sheikah helped me sort myself out. And now I come back in the clear light. I realized I was out of the clear light a little, or I was foggy. And then I went inside, and then I remembered connecting with you, and yeah, and I shook it out, and now I'm here.
That's fantastic. I the name of this, do you know the name of this place?
Heaven.
Well, that's somebody who used to live here named it Heaven. But back when we were first opening the doors, do you know what I named it?
No.
The Dream Factory.
Oh, Dream Factory.
Because we're creating a field here so that only people who are ready for their dreams to come true can find the door. And, we know most people would say, oh, totally, I'm ready. That's being ready and thinking you're ready is very different because it completely shatters all your concepts. It obliterates your old psychic life. So not everybody's ready for that. Some people say, are. So it's for that. It's the Dream Factory. So anybody who does make it in the door, all their dreams come true. And I've seen it happen over and over and over again. It's perfect.
Yes.
You can create with clear intention a field. And then you can say, I'm going to sit in the center of this field. And nobody will come in except those who want to be in this field with me, which is, you could call it by many different words, and all your dreams will come true. It's just one version. And a lot of things you could call it be the same thing. I love that phrase, a rose by any other name smells the same. So this is the Dream Factory, and it's also, people love to call it heaven, because it does feel kind of like heaven.
It does.
Yeah. And Lucilla, you were saying, a while back, you went on a trip somewhere, and then you came back and you talked about how when you walked in the door, you felt a field.
Yeah,
Can you talk about that a little bit?
I was after moving from Long Beach and living at Liberty, and I would come here to visit for
Can't hear you.
Can you hear?
If the noise quiets down, we could hear her.
we're talking about a time after I moved from Long Beach. I was living at Liberty, and then I would come here to visit for a couple days, 2-3 days at a time. And I would walk up the sidewalk to the front door and I could feel the energy shift. And then when I stepped into the threshold of the doorway, I could definitely feel the energy here. And it was very strong and very palpable. And I used to comment on it. I would tell Isa what I felt when I would walk in the doorway.
Wow.
This is why the first idea in yoga is, anybody remember? I've said this many times. The first idea in yoga, or you could say the first aphorism in the yoga manual is, anybody want to try? Okay.
Yoga is the cessation of the thought waves of the mind.
Well, that's Patanjali's book, for
Oh,
sure.
well, I thought that's what.
No, I'm talking about
Oh.
the cognitive book of yoga,
Ah.
the one that shows up when you're thinking about it. It's like educate yourself to concentrate. So what Mercy just described is a result of a stable concentration with you could say it'd be like a bubble with an image, holographic image floating in it. And whatever that image is, it creates a field that is active, an active field, that if you come into it, you get wet with it. So that's it. So if you haven't gotten the place yet where you've perfected your concentration so that everything you see to happen happens through you, in you, in front of you, for you, without you making any effort or even thinking about it. That's a certain level of concentration where you become on which you concentrate. So if you've gotten there in your path of yoga to educate yourself to concentrate so you won't need any other education, then you understand how it comes to be. It took me 11 years. I mean, I was really slow, and I admit it. Shouldn't take anybody longer than, I don't know, a couple of weeks.
It's been a long time. I'm just happy to get somewhere.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad I could say that. So I think anybody, oh, look at that. Kissy people, kissy people. Thanks for doing a little PDA here for us. All right, I think we're done, it feels like, and we don't have Clint here anymore. He already sent us out, and he didn't respond to my heart drops trick. So
Yeah.
we're going to close out by, huh? Yeshivama?
She's suggesting we do
What do you
Yeshe
mean?
Wamo to take us out.
Close it.
Want to
What?
close with Yeshe Wamo?
Yeah, I mean, whatever she means, whatever that means.
That's what I just heard.
I have no idea what it means, but we'd love to learn.
Take us to church with the drum and Yeshiwomo.
I just love it when.
5 rounds of Yeshiwomo on the drum.
Merge. I love it when all three of them are
Okay. I like
singing.
that.
English once, Tibetan once. How about English once, Tibetan once? Okay, let's see what that feels like. And if it wants to go longer, we'll go longer.
Okay.
Take a deep breath in. Oh, Mother of all the Buddhas of the 3 times, you are the most powerful among all the protectors of our world.
Supreme Mother of Sukajamo, Queen of the World, Mother of Space. Your body color is dark azure, possessing the bright luster of the clear cloudless sky. And your shapeless form is beautifully adorned with shining peacock feathers. With your right hand you sever the life force of enemies with a sword of meteorite iron. And your left hand holds the long life flask that expends the life force and lifespan of all practitioners. To you, Yeshe Walmo, together with your retinues, we offer all these masses of ornaments and inexhaustible nectars. Therefore, guard well the teachings of the young Drungbun of the Buddhas, and becoming our friend and constant companions, support the magical powers of us practitioners. We, masters and disciples, together with your retinues, beseech you to bring about the pacification of all obstacles and disharmonies, O Mother, by dissolving them into the dimension of the vast expanse of the sky. Swamamarayota, 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 Swamamarayota. Ma Kusum Sanjay Kuchika Choktumache Machok Sitpa Jamo Yingjiku Kura Tingnak Nake Sintanche Kula Machat Zepe Tupaso Chakinam Chalandi Taksacha Yom Petse Rumshetsi Setsasing Yeshe Wamo Kordan Chepala Dusi Mitsa Jensa Tipuchi Sanjay Yang Drang Banji Tenpa Sung Jupshin Dakshi Tenpan Nak Druksha Daksha Porla Koran Chepai Mitun Kendak Parche Malaku Kalung Yesu Yung Jin Shi Parzo.
That's wonderful. I've heard that before around here. What's that called?
Yeshe Walmo.
I like
Invocation.
Yeshe Wamo. What is it she said that the house on Rancho Santa Fe Road was right by the garage door as you walk out? There's Yeshe Wamo and then quote of her. Remember that?
That was the Chud deity, Machik Labdran.
What was the quote?
I believe we're talking about.
I said it for
Hold
a
on
long
second, hold
time.
on. The karma that is to come
Can and should be avoided. The karma that is to come can and should be avoided. So I'm making that Yeshiwamo, and Mershida is making it Machiglabdra. And so I'm sure both of them are saying it to us right now, including Mr. Baba. Mr. Not Baba.
Machik Labdran.
Yeah, I love what the thing that Padmasambhava Baba said when he said, I will continue to reincarnate until the bowels of hell are empty. To me, that is the most perfect expression of Bodhisattva prayer or vow I've ever heard. So I think we can close out with 3 Japanese yes again. Would you like, do you know how to do Japanese yes?
The height?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
You gotta do it really good.
Hey! Hey!
Hey!
Hey!
Hey!
Hey!
Computer, turn off.